Hello Gizbos and welcome back to another FIFA 23 Drayton Town career mode. I just want to apologise in the delay in getting this out. I have really not been feeling well. I woke up with a really sore neck and been limited movement on that. Also got a cold which is still coming over now, but yeah, I just want to obviously apologise if you hear me sniffling or anything like that. So yeah, can only just apologise for that. Not feeling overly great, but hopefully the worst of it is over and I can sort of hopefully recover now. So it does take it out with you, especially when you've got a cold in this cold weather as well. It's not great. So yeah, I can only apologise in that respect. And obviously the stress of moving and getting stuff done is not great, but hopefully that has all come to an end. So we start with, I would say, pretty much rough sort of fixtures. August is always busy. You know, there's a lot of games in August, hence the long video. So again, I apologise. Just want to do a tradition of getting it out month by month. But yeah, it's a very long video, due to the fact that you play a lot of league games, a couple of midweek games, a couple of cup games in there as well. If you win the first round of the first cup, you actually then go play the second round at the end of the month, so that always adds in another game as well. So yeah, just a lot of games to be played. But our first game of the new season in League One, now obviously because we won the league and we're up, is Lincoln City at home. A very good side. I would say a couple of decent players in there. So they are one to watch out for in terms of this sort of game. In the last episode, I did say about the new stadium, and I couldn't show it because I didn't record. This is the new stadium, a new light blue colour, seats, a lighter pink colour on the stands as well. Instead of that, we've now got a roof on the stand in the far back, and the away end has changed. Instead of being on the side, it is now behind the goal. Bigger stand there. So if we do go up to the championship, we'll probably keep this one, and then maybe go for another bigger ground, more fan base that you grab. Obviously, the better off it is going forward. In terms of that, but we get off to the worst possible start. I thought he was Morris offside, but apparently Novio was playing him on down in the right back position. So poor defending from us in that sense. So yeah, really frustrating that happened. But we do respond pretty quickly. Paul out wide. I don't know why Paul was out wide, but Tommy hits a header. I thought the keeper saved it, but it wasn't. It was off the bar. So we really are pushing for this leveler pretty much straight away, coming straight back into it. Tommy did really well, sets up Paul, hits it off the bar, or off the post or bar, either one. But it falls back to Paul, and we are able to equalise through B to get our first goal in the League One season, and pretty much a really good response, really. Into the second half, I thought Joe could have really squared it, but he had a shot. It was well saved by the good keeper, but yeah, should have probably squared it. As I make a couple of changes in August, your fitness bar goes down quite a lot and very quickly. Ocean came off the bench, could have had a win it. Poor shot, really. Wasted opportunity. So we draw the first game 1-1. Try to get the ball forward enough. If there was probably couple more minutes added on at the end there, I think I would have definitely got the ball forward. Fans weren't happy, but I was, because you take a point in the first game, especially at home. So yeah, you take your point and you move on, and yeah, you get some points on the board early doors, because obviously it is, like I said, it's League One. There are so many good teams in this division. It's going to be tough, so hopefully we can continue that. Obviously, we do want to win your home games, but if we can win our away games, then we can do that. Next is Shrewsbury away in this nice, I would say, white and silver and purple kit with a bit of orange in there. Very nice design, and I quite like it as well. Very, very smart. So yeah, Shrewsbury away, a team that we should be beaten because really they're not that great in real life, let alone probably on FIFA. Saying that, Shrewsbury do go 1-0 up. Poor defending, really. Didn't get close to the man, and they're able to take the 1-0 lead after 17 minutes. And that was it with all the first half. We couldn't get back in the game. They didn't really attack. They just sat back on the lead, but we couldn't break them down. But after the hour mark, a few changes were made. It dropped to the head of B, but actually the defender stuck out an arm to block it. I was kind of confused why, but then looking on the replay, you can see the arm was poking out, and it was a clear penalty in that sense. Joe did step forward and take it. Really took my time. You can see the keeper's fitness bar going really down really quickly there. But Joe is able to slot it away, send the keeper the wrong way, and level it up at 1-1. I don't know if you make the keeper move that much, it's easier to score because the fitness is down, but I probably doubt it. But nonetheless, we are back on level terms in a poor game. But we take stuff like that, really. It's a good pen. At the end of the day, keeper already dived, made me go early, so we take that, and it is 1-1. But then, like 4 minutes later, Mike did really well here. Set up Tommy outside the foot. What a finish that is. Probably question marks over the poor goalkeeping because I felt like the keeper should have done better. But I'm not going to argue. Tommy scores rich vein of form because obviously he scored a lot of goals last season in that respect of just generally scoring a fair few goals from distance. But not going to definitely argue with that just for the fact of a lot of goals are being scored from us. So we can't really argue in terms of that. And then here, Danny comes forward, makes it 3-1, and it's pretty much game over in that respect. So that is it. That will wrap up the points. 15 minutes to go. Much better second half. Really turned it around. Played really well. And just really happy with that. So all 3 games were played. Or this is now the 3rd game. It's the cup game. So we get to play in all kits now. So we get to play in a nice pink and blue kit, which my friend B, who is known as B on here, but his name's Mert in real life. If you want to design a kit, as I said before, let me know and you will be able to design a kit, but only if you're obviously in this team, and you can choose what kit we play in the home, in the away or 3rd kit. It's entirely up to you. I thought I'd try a little bit of different camera angle, just because I wanted to see if I can get used to the old like the proper camera angle, mix it up a few times. But it took a while for us to get going, but we got a little bit of fortune here. B's corners whipped in, Dave with the header hits the keeper and then off the bar and bounces down, and we go 1-0 up thanks to Dave Everett. And if I'm right in thinking so, if my memory makes me remember, Dave actually scored the first goal in the Carabao Cup last season, so he's done it again this season. Freddie Sears, great player for Colchester. He used to play for Ipswich and a really good forward, so he levels it up for Colchester at 1-1. Then Jax makes it 2-1 with a fine finish, continuing his good scoring form, because obviously he scored a lot of goals in the Cup last season. Papa John's Trophy, he was a Golden Boot winner. Of course, we lost in the final to that one, which we're still in this one, but makes it 2-1, and then straight from kickoff, Ocean and Danny put a lot of press on. Danny comes forward and scores his second in 2 games and makes it 3-1, and probably kills a tie really, because that was it. Like, we just counter-attacked from football, a lot of high pressure on, and just 3-1. But again, this is a team that are in League 2, probably would happen with the quality that we've got now. Ocean coming forward and hits an absolute screamer into the top corner to make it 4-1 after 50 minutes, and you would generally think that is game over in that sense. You wouldn't think that Colchester would be coming back from that scoreline, and it's kind of a case of how many we can actually get in terms of the in the play here. Joe wins it back into 0, finds Mikey acres of space and makes it 5, and I think Colchester were pushing everyone up, which made us sort of have that big space in their back line. But yeah, Mikey makes it 5, and that is definitely game over. But it didn't stop Colchester sort of pushing forward. You can see they got a lot of people forward here. Inter Sears again grabs his second of the game, and Colchester's second to make it 5-2. But yeah, I'm not really going to argue with that. They're pushing everyone forward. They want to get back into the game. Can't really blame them. But straight from kickoff, I came on, sort of give myself 10 minutes. No one up with me. Just took it around a lot of players. It's an absolute screamer into the far corner, make it 6-2. Literally straight from kickoff, a minute to like pull that one back. And yeah, that is another goal for us. So it's 6-2, and then into added time. It's a good ball into Alfie of all people. I thought Neil was up there, but it went to Alfie, and he makes it 7-2. And Alfie scores again to make his first goal of the season. He got a fair few in the cup last season, so of course want to make sure everyone hopefully try and scores, and the people that haven't scored actually score this season. A bit of lackluster in concentration. Alfie made a really good save, but it was foiled from the original save, and they were able to make it 7-3. So a 10-goal thriller in the cup. Absolutely fantastic entertainment, can't lie. Poor that we conceded 3 goals, but fantastic that we scored 7. So swings and roundabouts when it comes to stuff like this. Colchester, that was Colchester that we played. Forest Green Rovers next in the league. Probably a poor team, really, in all that fairness. Get off to a flying start. Novio's great delivery and finds Neil. Weaker right foot, hits it across the ball into the far corner, makes it 1-0. Very good goal, very good build up as well. And yeah, we are already on the score sheet and 1-0 up thanks to Neil. 3 minutes later though, poor defending, given away as a penalty. I'm not too sure from Dan. I don't think it was a penalty, but apparently it was. Maybe a little bit late on the tackle, but I didn't think it was a penalty in all my personal opinion. But you do see him given, in sometimes you don't. But Forest Green had a chance to equalise. I think it's Stevens steps forward against Sov, who was really good at saving pens again last season. Makes a really good save from this time from the penalty. Both Ian and Alfie were really good at saving pens. Alfie were really good at saving pens in the cup. Into the second half, we could have gone 2-0 up. Neil's downward header off the bar, foul to be. I don't know how he squeezed it in, but he did. And that is 2-0, and that should be game, set, and match, really. Early goal in the second half, early goal in the first half, just to kill the tie, really. Here, Mikey tried to go in for a header, couldn't get so, and then it was trying to Forest Green and counter-attack, and I really wanted a clean sheet. I thought I won the ball, but sliding in with Dan, I half forgot he had a yellow card. So Dan was given his marching orders and was sent for an early bath, as we were 2-0 up, but down to 10 men now, with about half an hour to play. Not from the resultant free kick, but from a free kick higher up the field, Forest Green smashes it into the top corner. I don't understand how the AI just absolutely bomb every free kick into the top corner, but they do. Could have gone 3-1 up there, but here, really poor. I don't understand. You're 2-1 down against 10 men. You want to get back in the game. Why would you play it out from the back? They make a mistake. We punish them. Ocean of all people. But that is 3-1 and game over for sure now. But yeah, wouldn't it be celebrated? So I was just running around in circles there. But yeah, you're playing against 10 men. You want to get back in the game. You don't play out from the back. Like, you shouldn't play out from the back regardless. Joe's fantastic cross here. What a touch from B. I think B sets it up for himself, because as he volleys it, the ball just bounces off the top of the front of his foot up in the air, smashes it hard as he can, and that is literally another goal for B. He's on fire already this season. So yeah, another win, another 3 points in the league. Excuse me. So we play Sheffield Wednesday away now. Probably the first tough test that we really got to face. I was really confused what kit to use, because I just couldn't know what to use. I went for the purple one in the end. But yeah, this is a real tough test against a really good Sheffield Wednesday side. Probably getting up there for promotion at the end of the season, along with another few teams. But yeah, this was a really, really tough game for us, and hopefully we could come away with a victory. But 3 minutes in, really poor. I felt open. The dude is in the middle. Chris goes in for a challenge. I can't really moan too much because it hits Ryan, but I think the game should allow you just to press the square button and clear it. If it's like that, it shouldn't hit your player and then go out to them, so it just falls in. But yeah, it just hit them and makes it 1-0 here. Wilkes makes it 2 in 25 minutes. Poor. Again, it's like one of them games where you're thinking, it's just away formation. I've changed the away formation. We play different style of football away. We're more compact in the middle. We're more defensive. So yeah, just really, really different away from home, but it still feels like the same resulting story. Paul's effort, it hit the arm of the Sheffield Wednesday player, but it actually deflected in to the far corner, sent the keeper the wrong way. It was going to be a penalty either way, but we take the goal and move on. Just in the fact that we just wanted another goal in that, and then we try to get back into it, but it's really good football. One touch passing. Ian, question marks over Ian because he's dived from the side of the pitch. I don't know why he's dived that far away, but he did. But really frustrating, and we lose the game. But it's our first defeat against a really good side, so we can't really argue too much about that, just because of the fact that it is only August and you're not going to win all your games. So we'll get the defeat out, we'll get all the mistakes out now, but we'll hopefully make a better result of it going forward, just for the fact that we do really want to make these games count, especially when we go away from home, and we just don't want to mess around and pay the price too much when we're playing away. Just like when teams play out from the back, they just make silly mistakes and we will punish them, and they can do that all the time because I will just hopefully keep scoring goals like that. But Mikey scores easy goal that he's going to score. But out of nowhere, in the 81st minute, Novio makes a mistake, tries to play it out from the back. This time it's our mistake. It's a really good finish, soft beating its near post. And out of nowhere, from being really comfortable and Exeter not dominating, from their first shot on target, they equalise with 10 minutes to go to make it 1-1. And then in injury time, Danny just picked the ball up from Joe. Ocean made a really good run, which dragged the defender away. I carried on running with Danny into the 3rd minute, shoots and scores. And we get the limousine here at home, and we score a late winner. And thanks to Danny again. I think that's his 3rd or 4th goal now already. But just get out of jail free card, because that would have been 2 points dropped, considering that we really, really dominated that game at Exeter in the league. We go from the league to playing them in the cup now. They made a few changes in all fairness, but we made a lot of changes in terms of obviously our cup competition. Ocean nearly gets up there. Alfie wins it into B. What a touch. What a finish that is. We scored after 3 minutes against Exeter in the league, and after 5 minutes we're already 1-0 up against them again. What a finish that was from B. Just a touch and lifted it. I didn't even smash it, didn't bang it hard as you can, just took a gentle touch up and over the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. Exeter did get right back into it though. What a finish that was. They've almost got there. Could have closed them down. Obviously it's a cup competition, so we played different formation and style again, not so much closing onto the ball. But they scored a really good goal here, and then Caprice lines it up, but Alfie this time is able to make a really good save to stop Exeter going 2-1 up. And then from the resulting corner, is cleared here with Dave into Jax. Referee plays a really good advantage. Jax just carries on running, looks at Ocean, he's onside, but he was actually offside apparently. Into the second half, Ocean lines the ball up. I wanted to shoot, it was into Ian. I did shoot with Ian, a power shot from Ian, and forces the keeper into a really good save. Actually, was that powerful? This knocked the keeper flying back towards the goal. But really poor defending here from Robbie. He gets in the first challenge, but then misses the second one. But Alfie is there to recover and make the save to keep us 1-1. And then, sorry, just taking a drink. Too much talking here. I managed to get ahead on it. I think I do. It falls to Collins, Inter and Dombe. The player's on the floor, and it actually hit the player who was down on the floor and got a bit of lucky ricochet there. So really unfair against us, because normally the referee would have stopped that. But straight from kickoff, Joe and Mikey come on, link up, and instantly Mikey scores a header to make it 2-2 within 3 minutes of coming on. And that's what Mikey's there for, just I guess sort of a recovery to make sure that we don't lose these games. And then here Danny gets up, misses out on the header, but Kian comes in with a challenge, so does Dan. It falls into Joe. It's a great touch, curls it up and over the goalkeeper. What a finish that is. Around the goalkeeper, use the defender to curl it round, and we are now 3-2 up from being 2-1 down. The super sub, shall we say, makes a massive difference. And then here, I thought Danny could go on a massive run again, but this time plays it through to Mikey. Takes a really good touch. Thinking about shooting, I do shoot, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. It's really poor finishing, really. Couldn't even say it was a good save because it was just straight at him. I expected Mikey to score and to seal the game, but no matter what, we did actually go on to win that, and we are through to the third round now of the Carabao Cup. So we've had a couple of easy games. Exeter and Colchester made hard work of the Exeter one. But hopefully we can continue going forward and pushing into that. Talking of games that are sort of easy, we had another hard one here, Barnsley away. Not a big fan, obviously, of these hard games, but we do almost go 1-0 up. Mikey with a fantastic shot. It's a really good save from the goalkeeper this time to push it up and collect the rebound from that. But straight up the other end, Herbie Kane, great player, into caddy. Ian could have done better. I felt like Ian's hand was there, but it does go in. And yeah, Barnsley are one of these sides that are good, but then can be bad. So hopefully we fix how to play this, because we're then 2-0 down. Poor goalkeeping from Ian again. Maybe it might be time to switch the keepers up, play Ian at home and sort of away. Play your better goalkeeper away from home, but yeah, it's really, really poor from us. So we needed a goal. The referee didn't add on any minutes, but Neil managed to score right on the stroke of half time because that was it. Neil just shoots again for some reason. Whether the ball crossed the line or not, it looks like it didn't. But yeah, we go 2-1 up. It's a really good finish from Neil, actually. Hits it hard as he can into the top goal corner. Keeper's not getting there whatsoever. So back in it at 2-1, but 5 minutes into the second half, just really poor defending, diving in, not winning the tackles, and then Devente Cole, it's a really good tackle from, I think it was Chris, but yeah, it's just like it's a penalty apparently, which I would say that cost the momentum of the game, because that wasn't a penalty. Caddy stepped forward, Ian is sent the wrong way. Really poor performance from Ian in this game, in a game where you're up against it anyway, because obviously these are a good side. But yeah, just really, really poor. But the penalty definitely did ruin the momentum of that, because I don't think it was a penalty. Mikey did really well, cuts it back to Danny, takes a touch, hits it, makes it 3-2, pulls it back with about 20 minutes to go. So still a chance of salvaging a point in this, but again, Danny's scoring again. And then 5 minutes later, Tommy does really well. He looks up, sees Jax on the wide wing, and then into Joe. It's a great finish from Joe to make it 3-3. And what a comeback this is, to come from 3-1 down to 3-3 with 10 minutes to go. But yeah, just really good away from home. But if it wasn't for bad defending or poor officiating or anything like that, we could have got something from the game, because Barnsley, with 5 minutes to go, make it 4-3. Just really poor defending. Just can't seem to hold on to leads and stuff. I don't understand why, but yeah, that is how the first 6 games plus the 2 cup games. So 8 games that you play in August, if you obviously win the cup game, or you play 7. So a lot of games going into that. A lot of decent results in that, but we are sat in 6th, played 6, won 3, drawn 1, lost 2. Obviously the 2 that we've lost are away, so we're unbeaten at home, but we still need to sort this away form out, especially when we play against the bigger team, shall we say. Just really not really good enough. Myself and Danny leading the way on 4 goals each. Mikey on 3, Neil on 2, Ocean on 2, Paul, Tommy, Jackson, Alfie all on 1. Obviously we scored 7 in the cup, and a lot of people scored 1 goal in there to contribute to high score. And we don't actually have any clean sheets yet as terms of goalkeepers are concerned. So not really overly great start there. But that is the end of the episode, guys. Sorry it was a long one. Sorry if I sound really groggy, but hopefully I'll start to feel better soon. If you do go on to like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Really appreciate your feedback. I shall see you very soon for the next episode of September. Take care, guys.